Hey, this is Jack, and welcome back to another edition of Crow's Nest Chat. And I am your host, Jack Sparrow. And tonight we're going to be talking about why customers matter. Why do they matter? This WebPT article says, does customer service matter? And the answer might surprise you. Now, when you read through this article, which I will leave the link in the description, you will find that they say that really, as long as a customer service deficient company is making a healthy bottom line and their stocks are unaffected, no, customer service does not matter, because the company feels that as long as they have a cheap product for the customer to purchase, they will keep status quo and they'll keep making money. They won't make any changes unless they absolutely have to. So what does this mean for us? Why are we talking about this kind of stuff? Well, Jack, hey, I thought you talked about Marvel. I thought you talked about Disney. I thought you talked about Brie Larson. Oh, children. This is exactly what I'm talking about. This is exactly it. You remember when Lucasfilm President Kathleen Kennedy says that she doesn't need to cater to male Star Wars fans? I seem to remember that. Turned off a lot of people. Made a lot of people upset, right? It says that, she doesn't need to cater to the core demographics. Now, women do matter. Women always matter, just like men do. But men and women generally tend to drift and gravitate towards different things, generally speaking. Some women like dolls and My Little Pony. Boys generally like things like Transformers and G.I. Joe. Well, things that involve, pushing people off of balconies with the Force and, throwing lightsabers at people and blowing things up generally tend to gravitate a more male audience. So, by saying that she doesn't need to cater to male Star Wars fans, just basically gives the middle finger to male Star Wars fans. We don't matter. Don't forget the Force is Female t-shirt fiasco. Now, where does that leave us? How does this work into their current trend? Well, if you remember, the Star Wars Force Awakens had an opening weekend of almost $248 million, and a total domestic gross of nearly $1 billion, just domestically. Skip forward to Rogue One, and you see a $400 million downturn on that. And it really wasn't anything to do with, there wasn't any identity politics per se in this, although it was a strong female lead, but generally the cast was considered to be kind of boring, kind of bland, kind of blah. The story, Everybody tuned into this movie to see Darth Vader mess some things up at the end, as it were. Darth Vader being teased in this movie is what drew most of the audience. Let's be honest. This story didn't need to be told. It wasn't one that was asked for. Nobody cared. But it had an opening weekend of $155 million. It's pretty good. Very impressive. Down about $70 million from the last movie. Skip forward to The Last Jedi. With a strong opening weekend of $220 million. However, look at the sharp decline. Sure, it rebounded by 20 millions, so let's just go ahead and skip over that one. Even so, that's well over more than half of what it made the previous weekend if you just blank this out and it didn't exist. It's incredible. And it, did $300 million less domestically. Most of that was made in the first weekend. A third of that in the first weekend alone. Well, let's skip to Solo. After the Last Jedi fiasco and the kerfuffle that it instigated, and you have yourself an $84 million opening weekend for a Star Wars movie. Sure, you had $103 million, which was up, but $84 million on an opening weekend for a Star Wars movie. And in fact, the total domestic gross was less than the opening weekend for Last Jedi, less than the opening weekend for Force Awakens, and almost almost to the level of the opening weekend for Rogue One. So where does that leave us? Where are we going with this conversation? Where does that take us? Well, let's say you have a company. Let's say this company starts making crappy products. And let's say the customer base says, hey, you're making some crappy products, and we don't think we can continue purchasing this. And, well, if you made these changes, we would continue to purchase this product, and you'd have a happy customer. Could you change that, please? Well, most companies would say, sure. We'd like to keep our loyal customers. We appreciate your business. We appreciate the fact that you keep us in business. And if it wasn't for you, the valuable customer, we wouldn't have a business. But let's say they do, let's say they insult the customer. They said, hey, if you don't like it, don't buy it. And, oh, you know what? The customer's not always right. And I don't need to cater to the core demographics. Oh, this product is made for men. Oh, you want my jock strap? Well, I'm sorry, but this product is not, I don't need to cater towards men, even though I make jock straps. And that's a little sexist for you guys to assume that we're going to change our jock strap design because you have testicles. Now, they insult the customer. They tell the customer, if you don't like it, don't buy it. What do you think this customer is going to do? What do you think the customer is going to do? Oh, okay. Well, I see that company over there. They're making a product that's very similar, and let's go give that one a try. Fast forward a year, and the company wonders why their bottom line isn't so strong, why they're losing money. And they think, you know what? We're just advertising our product wrong. Or, you know what? Those customers are at fault. It was their fault that our product failed. It was them. They did it. And the bad marketing. But it wasn't us. No, it was not us. If this sounds at all familiar, it's because a lot of companies have been doing this lately. Look at the Battlefield 5 thing, where people complained about the historical inaccuracies and ridiculousness. They said, hey, if you don't like it, don't buy it. Well, people didn't buy it. Oopsies. I had a picture on my phone I saved not too long ago, half off the price. Other games that came out around the same time are still going strong at $59.99 for the Xbox One, but half off the price. Great going, guys. Also, we had issues with The Last Jedi. People didn't like the characterization of Luke. People did not like the downgrading of men for the sake of uplifting of women instead of just having a story. The flushing the general mythos and story of the Star Wars galaxy down the toilet. To subvert expectations, they said. People didn't like it. Well, who got insulted? The fans got insulted. And most fans had very good criticism and very good feedback. It was not well received. Accused of being sexist. Accused of being hateful. Racist. Bigoted. It must have been the marketing. They come out with Solo. Oh, yeah, Lando, he's the pansexual. He'll just bang anything with that moves. He's just, he's the pervert. I mean, come on, guys, really? And then you wonder why people don't want to watch your movie? These people like to say that, oh, well, Star Wars is for the kids. It's for the kids. You're a bunch of rejects if you don't like this movie because it's for the kids anyway. Oh, so you want my 4-year-old child to know what a pansexual is? You think that's valuable information for my 4-year-old to know? What a pansexual does and does not do In his bedroom? Hmm? That's what I thought, Disney. So, when a customer levies criticism against a company, and it's valid, it's good feedback, it is a good idea to adhere to that. What are we left now? Episode 9. Episode 9. They bring in George Lucas, allegedly, to fix, course correct, do things, advise. Oh, a little too late. You know, Marvel, bringing in Captain Marvel, and then, Brie Larson for Captain Marvel, and then we hear the alleged rumors of dual shot, like two versions of Endgame, just in case the movie flops. So if Captain America or Captain Marvel is a complete total disaster, Endgame doesn't look so bad. Huh. Allegedly, but still. Huh. Or there's the old Gillette commercial stuff. Oh, hey guys, you know what? We make razors for your face, but guess what? You're all a bunch of douchebags. Oh, thanks guys. Appreciate that. Dollar Shave Club. Hey, Dollar Shave Club, if you're listening, I really like your stuff and I want to shave my face. So anyway, crazy times we live in 2019, isn't it, kids? Anyway, Captain Marvel drops in a few days. We'll see how things go. Just wanted to give you some food for thought. Think about how ridiculous all this really is, this social justice weirdo nonsense, these NPC culture we live in. I'm really interested in know what you think about it, though. Leave me a comment section below. Give me your thoughts. And hey, if you like these rants, if you like these crow's nest chats, think about giving a like. Maybe subscribe. And until next time, keep your eyes on the horizon.